Welcome to Gift of Life, the Organ Transplant podcast. These are the stories of those who have received, given, and who are waiting for the gift of life, organ transplantation. Now here's your host and heart and kidney recipient, BJ Odom.
Welcome to the Gift of Life, the Organ Transplant podcast, where we explore the extraordinary world of organ transplantation. I'm your host, BJ Odom. Each week we share inspiring stories and introduce you to remarkable individuals sharing their own transplant stories. Be sure to support the podcast by leaving a 5-star review and subscribing on your preferred podcast platform. Have a transplant story yourself to share or comments about the podcast? Love to hear from you at giftoflifepodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's giftoflifepodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to connect with us on Facebook, Gift of Life, the Organ Transplant Podcast. Also, want to remind you, if you have not yet picked up my memoir, More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget, it goes through my transplant stories, how I got started in radio, how I got married and found my second wife. Oh, it's an amazing story, and it's a fun read too, so why not get it today? More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget, available on Amazon. Well, episode 82, this story is like no other I have ever done. Today's story kind of sounds like something straight out of science fiction, but it's absolutely real. My guest, Tim Andrews, is a true medical pioneer. He became the longest living person in the world to receive a pig kidney. That's right, a pig kidney transplant, surviving 9 remarkable months with that organ. Now, Tim once again is waiting for his next miracle, a living kidney donor. His courage, his humor, and his faith in the future remind us all how far medicine has come and how strong the human spirit can be. Stay tuned, because Tim's story will open your eyes, touch your heart, and remind you why we do this show: to celebrate hope, science, and second chances. We'll chat with Tim coming up next. Tim Andrews, want to welcome you to the podcast. You are somewhat of a pioneer. Do I call you a hero, or maybe just a guy looking for a kidney transplant? What an amazing story. But before we get into your story, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I'm a 67-year-old man from New Hampshire. I was born and raised in New Hampshire. I worked 33 years at a grocery supermarket until I had kidney problems.
Yes, and I hear you've had quite a battle, and also you're kind of, a frontier. I know that I've talked to some kidney transplant patients that say you are a hero because, I'm just going to let you tell your story in your own words, Tim. So when did it all begin?
3 years ago, a little more than 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 3 kidney. I said, I got plenty of time, right? 2 months later, I'm on dialysis. I'm end stage. They just crashed on me. So then I started dialysis like you have no other choice. The surgeon said to me, you can do dialysis or you can pick a box. I said, oh, okay. I'll do the dialysis. And at first it has a little honeymoon and it's not bad. You feel actually better because you were loaded with poisons. But as time goes on, you start to get more tired and more tired. I was like, what is going on? That's just what happens. And then 6 months later, I had a heart attack while I was at dialysis.
Oh, wow.
And then I started reading a whole lot more. What's going on, And they said, heart attacks are part of the problem with doing dialysis because it wears very hard on your body, especially your heart. Okay, well, then I started thinking, what's going on, I'm a O plus blood person, and they're telling me it takes 7 years or so to get on the top of the list. And you have probably 5 years to live on dialysis. before it killed you on average. I'm like, oh, I'm short a couple of years. So then I started looking, what is there anything out there? There must be, and there's a lot of crazy people telling you this and that, eat dandelion roots and stuff like that. I'm like, whatever. You guys are crazy, I want a doctor. And then I saw Mass General did Richard Slayman's pig kidney transplant. I was like, wow. After reading a lot about it, I said, I got to get down there. So I charged down to Mass General myself and was like knocking on the door, hey, and actually met with everybody. I was on the list prior to that. I'd gone there and been listed, so I knew where to go, So I talked to Dr. Riella and Dr. Kwai and was telling them, hey, I'm 100% in on this. I think this is the new way to go to save all these people that I'm seeing. I see people in the clinic that decide not to do it anymore. I won't do dialysis. You're going to die? Yeah. I'd rather die than do dialysis. There's got to be a way out of this. And I thought it was the pig kidney, and I think it still is.
So what year, when did you get we'll tell everybody, yes, you got a transplant, but it was a pig kidney. Now, when did this happen?
It happened on January 25th of this year. 25.
So now you got the pig kidney, and how long did it last? Or because now you're on dialysis again.
It lasted for 9 months.
Okay.
That was the longest. So by more than double.
So you set the record then.
Oh, yeah. After the pig kidney had failed because it got clogged up, it's basically a rejection. The team was very sad. They were crying, and I'm like, guys, it's like going to the moon. The first guy didn't go to the moon. There was an Alan Shepard and a John Glenn and several others before they got to that point. This is like that. Hey, we more than doubled, and we learned stuff. I had, several complications that were different that we were able to overcome, fight through them, So I'm proud, and I think they're proud too of what we did. It's a start. But yeah, I was, on the cutting edge of it.
Well, I know a lot of people that have talked to me about you that are kidney transplant or waiting for kidneys. You are kind of like the kidney world hero at the moment. I don't know if you know that or not, but I get a lot of people tell me how great and how much of a sacrifice that was. So what now well, I don't even know how to ask you.
How do you feel about that?
That's what I was going to say. How do you feel? And I guess you don't know because you never got a regular kidney transplant, but I wonder how different you felt, if you felt better, the same. It was, I don't know. I'm going to shut up and let you talk some more, because this is so interesting. It really is.
Yeah. Well, I did it for other people because, I was under the time frame that I didn't think I was going to live. So I said, well, if not going to live, why don't I try something that'll help humanity, everybody else? One of the things I promised, because I was begging to God for almost a year to let me do this. And I had told him, you do this for me, and what I will do is I will spread the hope everywhere I can. So I spend 8 hours, 10 hours a day talking to people, which is fantastic, from all over the world.
So where are we?
I didn't expect to be hero. I'm not a hero. I'm just some guy that had kidney failure.
Yeah, but that was still, it's a little bit more risky than any other, kidney transplant. So you put yourself out there. I
have to agree that it was way risky. I signed an hour's worth of releases Basically telling you, and there was no guarantee. You might be dead when you come off of the table. We don't know how long we're going to get out of this, and we don't know what's going to happen. And several times, 3 good times that I had something that they came in and said, we don't know what it is. You got 45 geniuses, and it's all new,
Well, that's why I said you're the trailblazer, man. You're going to, as William Shatner said, places where no man has gone before.
Right.
Now,
but it's for the good of mankind, because I think this is going to be the answer to these 100,000 or more people in dialysis centers now. Thousands more that can't get in. They're talking about how many die during the process, like 17,000 a year don't even make it.
So where are you now, and what is your next step?
Well, after the kidney's gone and we get over it, we do the grief. I'm at my sister's house recuperating. She's a retired registered nurse, so it's a good place for me to be.
Yes, it did. Now, they took it out too, didn't they? They didn't leave it in there after it quit working. They took it out.
Yeah, and it took 4 hours to take it out because you can't leave one little piece in, because it'll just reject and it'll cause all kinds of body problems and stuff. A lot of people ask me, can you get another pig kidney? Why don't you just get another one?
Yeah, but
the battle to survive through it, and all of the experimental drugs that I had to take that were, some worked, some didn't, because again, this is a test, have left me pretty weak.
I do want to say, Tim, this is what I really want to stress right now, because you are on the list looking for another kidney as we speak, not a pig kidney. You're looking for, now, did they say
living human kidney?
And does it have to be a living donor, or if they find one that's a deceased, are you still?
I think they prefer a living because they are easier to transplant.
And they last longer too, and they're much.
And they last longer,
yeah, much better. That's for sure. Now, Tim, you say you're what? O positive, O negative. Which one is it?
O positive.
People,
I'm O positive. Yeah.
I know a lot of people that listen to this podcast. Unfortunately, they are transplant patients. But if you are listening because you like the information and you like the stories that you hear on this podcast, if there's any way, he's a hero to the transplant community for doing what he did. He almost sacrificed his entire life just so they could learn, and maybe down the road, more people can get pig kidneys. But now I want you all to come together and we got to find Tim a kidney. That's my mission in life.
Oh, thank you. I hope so.
So, Tim,
that's what I'm doing now. I'm talking to all those people I were talking to. Hey, tell your friends, let's get one out here for me.
Now let me ask you this. Now, is there any specific place they can go? Let's say, you want Tim to get your kidney.
I wouldn't have the number.
That's what I want to do. I want to get that.
You can just go. If you go to Mass General on their website, you can just click on, and there's a thing to sign right up.
Okay, and is it for you?
And they'll do
specifically.
They're going to do some tests on you.
Oh yeah, they'll do some tests. That's for sure. But okay, I'm in Florida right now. I'm right outside Orlando, Florida, about 5 miles from the Magic Kingdom. So if I was in Florida and I wanted to, I knew that you were, like this guy who sacrificed his body, got a pig kidney for 9 months. And I go, man, if anybody deserves a kidney, it is Tim Andrews.
Thank you.
So if I'm in Florida, if I'm in California, if I'm in New York, if I'm right in the middle, like Indiana, Illinois, so I can get tested locally, right?
You talk to them, and they'll do all the testing locally, the original testing and stuff, And then when it happens, you'll go to a local hospital that has some history in this. We'll take the kidney out and they'll fly it to Boston and put it in me.
Oh, wow. See, now people,
Yeah.
I am, man. I have never done this on this podcast. It's over a year and a half old. We've done one every week. I may have asked people to buy my book, more parts than a chicken nugget. But right now, I am begging, I am pleading, I am asking you to get tested for Tim Andrews, because if anybody in this world deserves a kidney, it is you, Tim.
Thank you. Yes, I would like that to happen.
I think a lot of people.
So I can keep talking.
I think everyone in the kidney, well, actually every transplant, because I had a heart. I've got a kidney.
I've been talking a lot. Yeah.
But I don't. I don't get fired up very often, and I'm fired up right now because I want to find you a kidney. That's my mission.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So now what was that hospital again?
It's Mass General. It's Massachusetts General Hospital. It's just Mass General. Yeah.
Mass General. Okay. I'm going to get that out to as many people as I can, baby. We're going to get Tim a kidney. I know it.
We're trying to talk to everybody. Anybody that I can talk to. And you've got a lot of listeners. I know that. So that's fantastic.
Anything that you would like to, besides, wanting a kidney that maybe we missed, or maybe you'd like to discuss about your 9 months of having the pig kidney?
Yeah, it's not, just like a regular transplant. There's a lot of bumps in the road as you work out the rejection times and stuff, and there are bumps in the road. They will get better at this, so they'll be able to know how to deal with the bumps in the roads, because the ones that I had, now they have a solution to. Next year, 50 in the country, 50 pig kidneys in the country.
That's what
we're getting there. That's what the FDA said they could do. They need to do these clinical trials. We are going to get there faster than they thought.
And
because some guy lasted a long time.
Yeah, he lasted 9 months, man. Like I said, he's the pioneer. Yeah. He's the astronaut. He's the one that almost just got us all the way to the moon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I feel more like Alan Shepard. I didn't get a year, really wanted a year. But I'm still proud of the whole process, and I really think they're going to get there quickly.
Now, I want to ask you this, because I do know, that when you're on the top of the list, as far as, really sick and things like that, you get to go to the top of the list. Now, this is just my feeling, but I think after what you did, you deserve to go to the top of the list. Is there anything like that, or are you just like anybody else in the world?
No, it's the same rule as far as I know. If someone gives me a kidney directly to me,
yes,
then the list doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
they can also give it to me, but it might not be the right blood type, and it goes into an exchange program. Now that goes into somebody else who gets to live, and I get a voucher that says the next one that matches me will go in me.
Now,
I go to the top of the list.
I would say, though, have you had anyone do that yet or not?
Have anybody do what?
Like do the exchange where they're not a match for you, but they donate for you.
No. Because the other thing we want to get out of this is as many kidneys as we can get.
Okay.
Not thinking just about me.
Well, yeah, we want as many. We want as many kidneys as we can.
We can save as many people as we can.
Oh, man.
That's what it's all about.
I have been doing this podcast, like I said, for a long time. And as of right now, and I've even, interviewed donor mothers, which are very special. But I think this one is like, I don't know what to say. This is I don't even want to say the farthest out. It's the most interesting and most exciting one I think we've ever had in our history of the Gift of Life, the Organ Transplant Podcast. Now, what is, I know you said, and I'm going to write this down because that's how good my memory is after 2 transplants.
I'm the same way.
So your blood type is O positive, negative?
O positive.
Okay, O positive.
And I only have one antigen.
Okay.
That's good because the less antigens you have, the better you match up with other ones.
Oh man, anybody out there O positive? Go get tested. Go to Mass.
Get on the list. Get on the list.
Yeah, Mass University, right? Mass University.
Yeah.
Get on the list.
It's Mass General. That's all it is. Mass General Hospital.
Okay.
But there's, several hospitals around the nation that do this, that are going to do this. So get on the list. Well, you want to get on the list anyways, because not only for pig kidneys, but for human ones, you want to be on the list.
Yes. Well, man, I hope this helps. Okay. I really do.
Yeah, I hope it helps too. I hope it helps the world.
I know that we're doing this interview about two weeks before this will actually air, because I had some people already, scheduled and they're already in the system. Yeah. But you are going to be on, November 18th episode 82. Everybody remember Tim Andrews looking for a kidney, O positive, Mass General Hospital. Go to that website and they will be able to give you all the information that you need to know. And before we let you go, Tim, anything else you'd like to share with our audience? Because, I'm just going to sit back and give you as much time as you want. You can say whatever you want, young man. That's how proud I am of you.
I just want to thank all the support that I've been getting from everybody. And I want to thank the team at Mass General. They're amazing. All the nurses, amazing. It was unbelievable. I called myself the Prince of Mass General because they treated me so well.
You need to, you need to get T-shirts made as soon as possible and sell them. Number 2, you need to,
Well, I called myself Pigman.
Well, the Pigman needs to write a book. I just wrote a book, and your book, I think, could top mine.
I got to relax a little, but yes, I think I would like to write a book or have somebody help me do that. Now,
I'll admit, that's what I had to do. I had to go find me what they call a ghostwriter, but I'm giving her co-writing authority because it's such a great book. But that is Christina Metcalf was my co-author. And, maybe I need to hook you two up. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
Unbelievable story.
Because there's so many funny things that happened and strange things and sad things that happened in those 9 months. That's unbelievable.
Well, let's just do that real quick because we got some time. Let's go for first funniest.
This is by Sister Taffy.
Yeah, we were having to go down to Mass General at least once a week. And so we're in an Uber going into Boston, and it's the traffic is bumper to bumper. We were right down into Boston we were going on to Storrow Drive, one of the busiest streets in Boston. And the pig kidney works so well that Tim had to pee all the time. I'm telling you, all the time.
Yeah.
And so we're bumper to bumper going into Storrow Drive, and traffic came to a halt. We just were not moving. And so and he's like, I gotta go. And the Uber driver said, well, Tim, just open the door and go on the side of the road. It'll be okay. We opened the door, and he's standing there taking a pee. And I looked beyond him, and there's a 7-story office building, all glass, with people sitting behind their desks. Nobody arrested us, thank God.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'll warn anybody that's having the pig kidney: 3 gallons in a 24-hour period.
Oh, well, I bet you carried a
That
urinal
almost
around,
hurt.
didn't you?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. That's the other thing. While I'm talking, I want to say is, before I had my kidney in, I called Tawana because hers was still in. The person from New York that had one, and we got to be good friends. So then I said, hey, we should have a thing like that where we can mentor, or at least you have somebody to bounce off. What about this? What about that? So I did that with Bill, who was the next one, and I hope that continues on, so we can all help each other go through it, because it's so different. And
well, that's what it's all about, and the world needs to be that way, because we kind of lost sight on that in the recent
we got kind of crazy going on, don't we?
Yes, we do. Now, what was the most interesting thing that happened that you would say was the most interesting part of the whole pig kidney ordeal for you?
Well, relative to the whole thing was interesting because I like science. And it was almost like science fiction when they start telling me, oh, we're taking parts of the genome and put another part in. Huh? When did that happen? And stuff like that. They're so beyond what I thought we were. It's just amazing what they've done and what they're doing. Because they're doing a lot more things than just kidneys.
Now, have they talked?
Doing eyes and all kinds of stuff.
I was going to ask you that. Now, have they talked about other maybe pig parts like liver? Go to the liver, the heart.
Yeah. Yep. Liver is one of the it's not an easy transplant, but because it regenerates. If I was to give you part of my liver, and I don't need all of it, just part of it, it will regenerate and become yours.
Oh, okay.
It'll be exactly like yours.
So now you're going to maybe teach me something, and I'm going to start asking this to all my liver patients. Now, does that mean they wouldn't have to take anti-rejection drugs, or do you know?
I would think that at first, because we're far away, yes, but later on, when they're able to grow it, the liver they'll put in you will be your liver. That's the other thing they're taking. Why don't we take DNA out of this person and grow a liver and then put it back in, and then they wouldn't need rejection drugs, because it would be exactly like this.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's all
sense.
The stuff that they're just thinking way beyond, way beyond. That was the best part, really. Talking to Realia and Kwai and the rest of the gang, they're just so smart. It was a privilege to be there.
Well, I'll tell you, I tip my hat to you, and I wish you the best of luck. And
thank you.
We find that kidney just as fast as possible. You're on that operating table. You're getting a donated kidney, and the rest of your life continues to be wonderful and blessed. I really do, Tim.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Tim, for sharing your amazing story, and the very best of luck in the future to you. Well, be sure to join us each week for a new heartfelt episode. And if you have a transplant story, email us, giftoflifepodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's giftoflifepodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook. Also, don't forget to like and share this episode with family and friends. And we would appreciate that 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform. A reminder, my memoir, More Parts Than a Chicken Nugget, isn't just a medical story. It's a survival story filled with humor, hope, and heart. It'll make you laugh, maybe cry, and definitely believe in second chances. Get it now on Amazon. Another podcast you might enjoy is myself and my former radio partner, Bill Stevens. BJ and Bill, the podcast, all on the Podcast Playground Network. We want to thank them for making this podcast possible. Until next time, I'm BJ Odom. Thank you for being a part of our journey, and and reminding us all to appreciate each and every day and to treasure the extraordinary gift of life.
He was running on empty, heart fading fast. Doctor said, man, you ain't gonna last. But a stranger's kindness, a gift so true, turned the night sky into something new. He got a second chance, he got a brand new spark. Like a freight train rolling back from the dark. Gift of life, let the story be told. One heart beats, another takes hold. Give a little, save a soul. Ain't no greater rock and roll. Years later, the road got rough. The fight ain't over when the climb is tough. Needed a kidney, the race was on. Another hero stepped up, kept him strong. Every breath he takes is a tale of hope. One life saved, another can cope. Gift of life, let the story be told. One heart beats, another takes hold. Give a little, save a soul. Ain't no greater rock and roll. Doctor's hands, a donor's grace, running on down to a brand new place. Second chances don't come twice, but when they do, man, they feel so nice. Let's spread the word, let the people know. One yes today lets a miracle grow. You don't need wings just to save a man. Just a little love, a helping hand. Gift of life, let the story be told. One heart beats, another takes hold. Give a little, save a soul. Ain't no greater rock and roll. BJ still rocking, still standing tall. Thanks to the ones who gave it all. Gift of life, hear the sound. Pass it on, pass it down. The Gift of Life podcast hosted by BJ Odom. Listen now. Listen now.